It's been speculated that Prince Harry has been dropped by another company after it emerged a travel firm he helped set up failed to mention him at all in a big announcement. Travalyst aims to encourage sustainability in the travel sector, but Harry came under fire for his own use of private planes at the company's launch event in 2019.
I came here by commercial. I spend 99% of my life travelling the world by commercial. Occasionally there needs to be an opportunity based on a unique circumstance to ensure that my family are safe. And it's generally as simple as that.
Harry had been the public face of Travalyst over the past 3 years, even starring in a comedy advert to promote it. But when the company announced in May that it was entering an incredibly exciting era with a new board of directors, there was no mention of the Prince. PR experts say companies may be distancing themselves from the Duke due to negative publicity. Harry and Meghan were dropped by Spotify last month with an executive labelling them grifters. I mean, this does seem to be quite sort of symptomatic of where Harry and Meghan are at in terms of their relationships with various commercial enterprises. And, you know, I'm not going to take any personal view on this, but I do think a company like Travalyst feel that, you know, the publicity surrounding Spare, their various documentaries, the controversy they've found themselves at the centre of, arguably put themselves at the centre of. It's not a great look for commercial companies, you know.
Was it ever a great
look? Well, before they got controversial, yes, I think they were a good look. I mean, basically, the influencer thing is people who can only bring good things to your product and no negative aspects. Whereas the thing is, Harry and Meghan, you'll like this, Nicola, still, I think, can bring a lot of good things to a product. But at the same time, someone in that company, in any company, is always going to say, oh, what about Spare? What about that Oprah interview? That's where they're at. I mean, I'm not taking a viewpoint, but this is where they're at. He's still connected to that company. He's still a founder member, and yet they don't want him as part of the launch of their big new initiative. There's got to be something in
Yeah,
that.
but you can't be part of, like, I'm involved in different charities. I don't do every single thing that charity does. He's still listed as a founder on the website. He's still...
Quite the same, is it?
No, but...
It's Prince Harry.
It's Prince Harry.
If you don't use him, it means something.
But how many charities is he involved in?
It does mean something.
All of them. I don't know if it does mean anything.
He's done
a lot.
It definitely does.
It wouldn't.
Don't have Harry on your books and just not mention.
Even from a PR perspective.
Never mind him. Oh, he's just there to the throne.
Even from a PR perspective, what he's done is not droppable. You know, all publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, he just got dropped by Travalyst.
For what? Can someone name me why Prince Harry should have been... a reason why Harry should have been dropped by Travalyst?
Yes, so
I just told you.
is a
No, one reason, a specific.
So Travalyst...
Spare.
Yeah, but what in Spare?
Everything in it.
What, because he wrote a book? But what specifically?
Talking about his private parts.
It's because he said the word Todger.
Talking about his frostbite on his, on his old man.
Travalyst is a not-for-profit organisation trying to deal with sustainable travel.
Yes.
It is very clear he is not undertaking sustainable travel.
That I get.
So that's the one reason.
Harry on private jet
It's
use.
the end.
So
and the thing is also that, I'm sorry, but if you do have Prince Harry on your books, you are going to use him if there is any scintilla or opportunity that he is going to further your cause. And the problem is that he and his brand, sadly, have become toxic in different areas. And on sustainability, it just doesn't wash.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I get that.
It's quite important if you're a travel company that's pushing sustainable
But they'd
travel.
already used him anyway, knowing that he had been using private jets.
But as it goes on...
Take his polo kit from
that was it,
California to Colorado.
Yeah.
That was just his polo kit, not him.
Yeah.
That is a rather wasteful use of a private jet. And probably, as James quite rightly says, Travalyst, they don't want any
But I'm
part
sure
of
that the private jet that used that was very important for security because somebody might have done something.
it was the best use of Harry's polo time.
This is like, as much as you and I, Nicola, defend Harry and Meghan against the onslaught from the trolls often.
Yes. The royalists.
When he talks about his reasoning, like we said about Sunak earlier, everyone else should save the planet apart from me because I'm super important. Harry saying, well, when my family is in danger, I must fly private jet. I'm not sure that's ever really
Anyone
the
could
case.
say that, couldn't they?
Exactly.
They'd say, well, when my family's in danger, I need to drive my diesel car to take them to the hospital,
Yeah.
right? Or I need to go through the ULEZ zone and not be charged,
Yeah.
£12.50.
You can
I get
understand.
that.
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Sorry, Harry.
Yeah.
Still love you, though.
Yeah, except, hang on, we're not done with Harry yet. Because nothing says sustainable air travel like jetting off on a 28,000-mile round trip from your mansion in Montecito to attend a polo tournament in Singapore. His charity, Travalyst, has announced that he will take part in the annual fundraiser next month. So he set up the charity in 2006 to help vulnerable children affected by poverty and the AIDS epidemic, and latterly for COVID. And they've raised more than £11 million in the past decade. Prince Harry says the tournament is essential to Travalyst's vital work, and he'll also head to Japan ahead of the match to take part in a summit about the power of sport and philanthropy. I mean, I sort of feel like saying, and refer to our previous answer. But also, on the other side of this, I do think that Prince Harry is renowned, has been renowned for playing polo. People who go to the polo tend to be well-heeled. You do raise loads of money if people go to these events. And actually, from that point of view, the charity, it's a charity he supports, it's a charity, again, that he's got his fingers very much in. And therefore, there is part of me goes, OK, the sustainable travel to one side. This is the sort of thing that he does do well. At least it's real. It's actually, it's something that he is much more committed to, and it is about raising. Well, look at you. You're just doing that blessed to me, aren't you? You're doing that patronising. Look at me.
Well, I'm just trying to deal with two things, I suppose, here. On one hand, I do think he's really good at raising awareness and raising money, and I think the charity that's the one charity that he really is associated with. So it's kind of for us lot, back off, let him get on and do what he does. I guess my issue with it, though, is the 26,000 miles and the fact that if you are going to push the sustainability thing...
He's not going private, though.
Well, we don't know.
No, but literally, we were previously just talking about a travel company. You do know that the travel company will still have to travel.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I get that. So I get that. And then also nothing says anything like dealing with poverty than a polo match. So, there's a couple of things that just say to me...
inclusive.
But having said that, I'll back off on this one. Hats off. It's a charity that he's been involved in since 2006.
Yeah.
They have raised a lot of money. It has made real change. He is really passionate about it. And you know what? Who are we to criticise if that's what he wants to do?
Just don't spoil his copybook, though, by next week lecturing us again about how we all have to save the planet.
He does blot his copybook.
It's the hypocrisy that's a problem, but I agree with you, James, that it's good that he's going to... This is a good charity, and I like the fact he's making the effort.
But he doesn't have to be whiter than white. It's possible for him to be raising money for charity, going to rich people and doing a polo event that has nothing to do with the kids he was helping, but he's getting cash. You can't help the poor if you're asking the poor for money. You have to go to the rich people.
Yeah, which is why I said, back off and congrats and well done and, good job.
Yeah.
It's something that he does so well, but he has always done it so well. Just because he was writing Spare, just because he was doing this Netflix documentary, doesn't mean that he wasn't also committing to these different causes. And what I think Harry and Meghan do so well themselves as a couple is they arrive with some form of answers, not a solution, but they come with an offer. Like when Meghan helped the women of Grenfell and she helped them to make a cookbook. So that was something that was sustainable, that could help them long term, rather than, and it often is Kate and William started to commit to more things now, who will turn up to shake hands and leave without any promises of actual funding.
So Harry and Meghan's sainthoods can't be far away, can they?
No, not far away at all.
Honestly. You're talking about Harry and Meghan.
They're great. How much money have you...
really great,
How much money have you raised for causes around the world, Kevin?
I'm not that sort of person.
Harry and Meghan are, which is why they're saints in my eyes.